a very good evening to everyone. We can see that 32 participants have already joined us today. So I hope that you all are doing well. Let me know in the comment section, how are you all? Guys, I would like you all to please participate in today's session. Okay, I am having one response. Can I have more response in the chat box, please? Guys, it would be great if you can all please message, drop your comments in the chat box. So let me know just who all are in the university right now. Guys, who all were there in the last 2 days of the same session, that is meditation laboratory? Just drop a yes in the comment section. Are all new in this today's session, or is there anyone who has attended both the session? Okay, Aman was there. Anyone else? Okay, so I can see a lot of people now commenting that they were actually there in the last 2 days of the session. So without wasting much time, let us start the session. So a very good evening to one and all present in the session today. We are successfully done with day 1 and day 2, and now today we are here for the day 3 of the event. I wish and I hope that day 3 will be as fruitful as the previous days. So a very warm welcome to the chief guest of our today's session, Worthy Pro-Chancellor Madam Rashmi Mittal, guest speaker B.K. Datta Rokre sir, Sister Sanbira, Sister Radhika. I would also like to welcome the eminent guest, Dr. Saurabh Lakhanpal sir, Senior Dean and Head, Student Welfare Wing, Lovely Profession University, Dr. Nitin Bharadwaj sir, Deputy Dean and Head, Division of Youth Affairs, and all the audience who have joined us today for the day 3, that is establishing link with the source. Now proceeding with the event, let me tell you all guys that Brahma Kumaris is a worldwide spiritual movement dedicated to personal transformation and world renewal. Founded in India in 1937, Brahma Kumaris has spread to over 110 countries on all continents and has had an extensive impact in many sectors as an international NGO. However, their real commitment is to helping individuals transform their perspective of the world from material to spiritual. It supports the cultivation of a deep collective consciousness of peace and of the individual dignity of each soul. The current workshop is organized by Education Wing of Brahma Kumaris. In the last 2 days, B.K. Datta Rokre sir, an eminent and resourceful speaker of this workshop, has helped us to understand and practice meditation in a very interesting and enjoyable manner. So without taking much time of yours, let me revise you the names of all the exercises we did in the last 2 days. On day 1, we took a tour to our home, then we saw a star in the mirror in our forehead. Star went to the roof, watching itself, our body and roof. Light of the star was increasing on our face parts and spreading the whole light in our body. And then on day 2, we again saw the same light spreading into all our body. Then we saw a red colored balloon holding its string in our hands. The white star set into the balloon and it was flying up. Then the magical carpet took us to the tour to the Taj Mahal and Egyptian pyramid, saw them and touched them. The last 2 days experience was indeed a very wonderful experience. Many of us got to learn so many new things. Those exercises helps us increase our visualization, our concentration, and our peace of mind. And now all of us are waiting for another wonderful experience on the day 3. Now, I would like to invite our guest speaker, PK Datta sir, for the session.
Om Shanti, good evening. Can you all hear me? Yes? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are perfectly audible.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you so much for a quick recap and introducing me again. And once again, I welcome you all for this session today. Since last 2 days, we were talking about what meditation is, understanding what a few simple rules for meditation, and how to practice meditation in a very, very simple and easy manner. When we are talking about meditation, of course, it is not about forcing yourself to do something, but it is more about making yourself more comfortable, tuning your thoughts, your frequency to some good, powerful affirmations, and with an objective coming to an experience. So we have started this whole program setting an objective that we are sitting in a laboratory and doing some sort of experiments with me together to experience peace. So the theme was peace from day one, and it was more about connection with our own self. Day two, it was more about understanding the mind, intellect, how the intellect works, and what are the barriers where we are not able to take right decisions. So we also understood like what are the interferences and then what the intellect does. So along with taking decisions, it also is the storage system of our consciousness where all the experiences are stored. And of course, we experienced and explored the term where we talk about attachment and detachment. So it is not about leaving everything and uh, you know uh, going away from your responsibilities, but it is more about staying here and taking care of yourself and experiencing how we can just detach ourselves or uh, like from people, from something that we are already doing, or some objects or people. It's not about involving yourself too much, staying with them, but also at the same time you're enjoying your own freedom. uh, so now we are moving to the next part of this whole program, meditation laboratory, and it is more about experiments with your own self and with meditation. uh, so let us first quickly sit back and tune ourselves, prepare ourselves for the session today. We'll do a quick exercise that we did yesterday. Okay. So here, when we're talking about bringing your attention back home, okay, so we do a quick breathing exercise so that our whole attention is diverted from all of the places to yourself, your center, and then you look at your consciousness. So focusing on this one point of light, so focusing on your inner awareness, your own consciousness, and adding that one affirmation or thought that I'm very peaceful, and spreading that light. So again, using the tool of visualization in meditation, and then we reach to an experience of peace. So let us do this simple exercise again. So take a deep breath, sit back, and as you breathe in and out, with every breath, you make yourself comfortable. And now, taking your attention inwards, looking at the screen of your mind, observe all the thoughts. Check, what am I thinking about right now? On the screen of my mind, what are the files and folders that are open? What am I constantly thinking of? Am I worried about something? Do I have any fear? As you're observing your thoughts without judging, you'll see the speed of your thoughts have reduced. And slowly, slowly, let us create that space by closing all the files and folders that are open. And as you see the screen blank, let us sow the seed of one simple, powerful thought. I'm peaceful. And with that fragrance of peace, look at yourself as a sparkling star shining bright in the center of your forehead. And look at this white, bright light, light of peace, spreading all over your forehead. And as you're breathing in and out, this light becomes brighter and brighter, spreading over your face, slowly, slowly in your body. Each and every organ of your body is full of light, full of peace. And you see this light spreading in the entire room. I am full of peace, full of light. Experience yourself in this light. Your mind is still. And at peace. Enjoy these few moments of silence. And bring your attention back. Thank you. So everyone with me? Yes, okay. So were you able to do the homework exercise? Your last exercise हमने किया था of spreading light and then coming back. Yeah, okay. How many times? Good, Fazna. Thank you. So when we talk about meditation, it is more about, not just doing it once, but again, it is an ongoing practice. The more you practice, it becomes easier for you to connect with your previous experience, and that will help you, in a very short span of time, you'll connect to that experience, and it is easy for you to come up with your own experience and feel more peaceful and more powerful. Very good. It's 5 times, 6 times, done for the first time. Wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations. Great. So 2 of them did the homework. Great. So I'll quickly revise those 4 rules as we are continuing our experience and journey today. So when we talk about meditation and when we are using creative visualizations for experiencing peace. So number 1 is whenever you're doing meditation, there will be a lot of waste thoughts. Okay, your mind will wander in all different directions, and that is fine. Okay, just don't go into the details of it. Number 2, it is very important for us to have an objective when you sit down for meditation. Okay, how you want to feel, very important. Peaceful, relaxed, comfortable, stable. What is your objective? Okay, so if you're trying too hard, you're not trying hard enough. So that objective is very, very important. Number 3 is check your feeling constantly, how you feel before meditation and after meditation. And that's how you'll get to know, or you can conclude like, okay, if my meditation was good or bad. Okay, so you have to go with your heart space, not with your mind space. So check the feeling constantly. Okay, don't use too much of logic. And number 4 is There is no good or bad meditation. You have to enjoy your own experience, enjoy your own unfolding. Okay. And if you're doing for the first time, there is a possibility that you might doze off, and that is also fine. Okay. Because you're doing it for the first time. Are you all with me? Okay. Anyone experienced it? Like, okay, while we were doing meditation, you feel so sleepy and you went off to sleep. Yeah. Yes, no? Cool. No, okay. Good. Which means you're enjoying this meditation. Wonderful. Very good. So now today, what we'll do is, as this whole session is more of experiential session, okay, I want you to, as we're moving ahead in this whole journey, we are taking ourselves to a place which is a very different place, okay, and we are using visualization, we are using imagination, okay, to move forward in this journey of meditation, okay. Now, as I'm talking to you right now, I want you to bring in front of you the image, okay, or a scene, okay, which is more of a sunrise or a sunset, okay. Now, take your attention there in that particular scene and observe how do you see that frame in front of you, or what is that whole image, how does it look like? What is the color of sky? If you see right from left to right or right to left, okay, how does the sky look like? You're able to see the sun, but it's not hurting you. That light is not hurting you. So how is the feeling, okay, when you look at the sunset or the sunrise? Are you all with me? Are you all able to see it in front of you as I'm talking to you? You see the shade of, orange red light. Your mind is very calm. You feel very good, peaceful, right? So now in the next exercise, we are going to experience the same thing. Okay. So now we take our attention to a place which is completely different, away from this world, and we go and experience it in a very, very different world and see how it feels. Okay. So let us tune our thoughts in that direction and see how far we can take our consciousness, our attention. Okay. So if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a message in the chat box and I will answer it. Okay, cool. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's proceed. Let us sit back, sit straight. Take a deep breath in and out. Now look at yourself as a sparkling star, shining bright, spreading white light of peace. Look at yourself in the center of your forehead. The star is me. And see this white light spreading all around me. And this light becomes brighter and brighter, spreading white light of peace in my body, in the entire room. And the room is full of white, bright light. And slowly, slowly, I see this sparkling star rising above my forehead, going upwards, very gradually and slowly, spreading white light, crossing the ceiling, up in the open sky, gently moving upwards in the open sky, spreading white light, light of peace, passing through clouds, going upwards in the open space outside this planet. And look at this sparkling star in the universe, in between the planets and stars, spreading white light, moving in the direction of the moon, passing through the coolness of the moon, finding the way through the planets, looking at the sun, feeling the warmth of the sun, going ahead in the direction of the stars, passing through the stars, reached a place which is full of orange red light. Look at yourself. I, the sparkling star, I have reached the place which is full of orange red light. And I'm spreading white, bright light, light of peace. I'm stable, full of light, full of peace. Away from this world, in the world of peace, experience the stillness, experience the light and peace. Very pure and simple. Now slowly, slowly look at the sparkling star coming down, passing through the stars, slowly, slowly looking at the planets, finding your way, coming back, experiencing the warmth of the sun, finding your way through the planets, seeing the moon, passing the coolness of the moon, coming back to this planet Earth, entering this planet from the open sky, coming down, passing through the clouds, I, the sparkling star, spreading white light of peace, crossing the ceiling, and coming back in the center of my forehead, shining bright, full of light. Take a deep breath and bring your attention back. Thank you. How was it this time? Were you all with me? Were you able to connect? Yes? How was your experience? How did you feel? Relaxed, connected, sir. Very light and peace. Okay, great. How about others? Feeling calm? Okay, wonderful. Calm and peaceful. Good. Anyone else would like to share? Feeling calm. Okay, okay, good. So let's move to the next exercise. Now, as I said, like this is going to be like through short meditation exercises and simple experiments. We are moving in the to reach a particular experience. Okay, now we'll move to the next exercise, and slowly we are going to reduce the journey. Okay, the time is, we will go ahead and experience that the time is reduced. Okay, जैसे हमने last session में भी देखा कि okay, we are going and traveling, taking ourselves up, so slowly we are going and coming back. So it is, it was a long journey. Okay, the distance wise, or in terms of time, it was a little bit of time consuming. So slowly we'll experience how it is going to be. Okay, in less time we'll experience it, like how we can do it. Okay, so let us sit back again. Okay, take a deep breath. And now look at yourself as the sparkling star spreading white light. All your attention here in this room. And look at the star rising above your forehead, going on a journey, spreading white light of peace, crossing the ceiling, up in the open sky, slowly going up, passing the clouds and the open space above the planet, passing the coolness of the moon, finding your way through the planets, reaching the sun, feeling the warmth of the sun, going beyond the stars, back in this orange-red light. This world, this land of silence, full of peace, full of light. And look at yourself now, spreading white light of peace. I, the star, I'm experiencing the stillness here, full of light, full of peace. Experience that stillness, very pure and simple, full of light, full of peace. Now from here, bring your attention back, slowly, in 1 second, in the center of your forehead. And as you see here, in this particular world, you see there's a lot of noise around, so much of population, people walking on streets. There's a lot of noise, chaos, people arguing and fighting. And this world is full of noise. Now again, let me take my attention back to that world of orange-red light. In 1 second, see yourself there in this world of peace. I am full of light, shining bright, very still and peaceful. Very pure and simple. Enjoying these few moments of silence here. And in 1 second, coming back to the center of your forehead. full of light, full of peace. In your own time, slowly open your eyes. Thank you. So everyone with me? Yes. How was your experience this time? Now, were you able to experience that whole contrast, this world which is full of noise and chaos, and that world which is full of light and peace? Were you able to experience that? Which one did you find better? This world or that world? World of peace. Okay, that world. Great. So when we're doing meditation, okay, this is where we learn how to unplug ourselves from here in this particular world, or from here we get our consciousness away from this whole world and take our attention to that particular world. And that is where that land is of peace. Okay. In other words, if you see, like many people, we have heard them using these words of, Shanti Dham, Mukti Dham, Param Dham, Brahman. So there are different words on to express that world. Okay, that is full of peace, full of light. And this is the beauty of this particular world. When we take a consciousness there, you don't have to say that I want to be peaceful. You automatically experience peace. For example, in summer season, we see that there's a lot of heat, and we feel so suffocated outside. But the moment you enter an AC room, automatically you feel that coolness, you feel that breeze, and you feel more comfortable. So you don't have to say that I want to feel I'm feeling better, or it's you don't say that I want to I mean, automatically that whole environment is such where you feel very, very comfortable. And it is the same similar thing. When you want to experience peace, you automatically take your consciousness there and you feel peaceful. Okay, so you don't have to ask for it, you already get it. Okay, with me? Chale aage. Can we proceed? Yes. Okay, thank you. So now when we are there, we have reached there. Okay, let us also understand what this whole world is meant for. Why are we, out of all the things in the world, why are we going there? You have this question? Out of all the things in this world, there are so many beautiful things, like we have beautiful beaches, we have very good hill stations, we have so many different places here. But out of all these places, why are we going there? No one has this question. Why are we talking only about that world and not some other things? So let's say we are on a journey now, okay, so that we connect ourselves to the source. Okay, now let me ask you a simple question. Okay, let's say if I put a battery on a table, okay, and I also keep a battery, I mean a phone and a charger on the table, let's say, how long will it take for it to charge? What do you think? How long will it take for it to charge? I'm just keeping a battery, I mean, a phone and charger on the table. How long will it take to charge? Never. Okay. Never. Okay. Why? It won't charge, right? Right. Very good. Why will it not charge? I have the charger on the table. I have the phone. Okay, you need to connect the charger to the socket. Okay, it's not connected to the switch. Very good. Very good. Great applause. Okay, wonderful. Okay, it's not connected. Wonderful, wonderful. So in the similar way, okay, when we are looking at our own self, okay, we see this energy, you call it soul, you call it consciousness, you call it energy, you call it battery. Okay, it is also like a battery and it also needs a source of energy. Just like the charger had to be put in the location or the socket, we have to take this consciousness to that location so that we can charge it. Yes. So the source is there. Okay. Like the powerhouse. Okay. We see that the whole energy from the powerhouse, it comes through the socket. We plug in the charger, and that's how that whole battery is charged. Right. So in the same way, I need to take myself to that particular socket, that particular location where the source is. And that's where I start getting that energy and I start getting charged. Okay. So, and scientists say that the energy of an atom, okay, it can run up to 3 galaxies. So even now, what we have experienced, this is where my consciousness is, but still with the power of thoughts, with my own energy, with no effort, in just 1 second, I'm able to travel that particular journey, which is miles and miles and miles and miles away from here. I am still able to go and reach that land which is of peace, that land where I can easily experience peace and I can take my attention there. That's where the source is. And I just go there and I experience peace. Yeah. So the location, the same location where the source also is. Okay. Now, when we say that the source is there, we are here, how is it possible that we charge? Now, if you look at the simple example of a satellite, now we are here, satellite is there somewhere, right? But still, satellite can pick up the heat signatures in the room. That does not mean that the satellite is here in this room. Okay, so that's why we have to just tune ourselves, take our attention or consciousness there, and come back. So you unplug from here, you plug in there, charge yourself, and come back. Okay. So initially, if you remember in the first session, I said that, this energy, or we are like a sponge. That sponge, it is very, very heavy. It is very, very smelly. And meditation with the divine, it helps you squeeze that sponge and purify. Okay. So what we really need to do is connect with that source, connect with the divine through meditation very often. Okay. Now, what that source is also that tiny sparkling star, but the energy is unlimited. It is very, very powerful. It looks like a bright, 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 bright star, full of energy, full of love, full of power. Okay. Now you can call that energy or that source by any name. You call it as a source, you call it as divine, you call it as Allah, you call it as God, you call it Shiva, you call it anything. But that source remain full of light, the tiny sparkling star, but full of unlimited powers. And hence we relate it to the ocean. You know, when we say what is God, God is ocean of love. दया का सागर है, प्रेम का सागर है, शांति का सागर है, गुणों का भंडार है. So we connect it to the ocean because his powers are unlimited, his love is unlimited, his energy is unlimited, and he's always full. Okay. So now the whole energy, what we are, is metaphysical. Okay, we cannot see it through our naked eyes because this whole energy is different, right? So that whole point, you call it consciousness, awareness, energy, soul, whatever, that soul, it is metaphysical. Now what is very, very important when we are connecting to the divine, what is important is the relationship. Now, why we're talking about relationship, why we're talking about love? Because when we connect or we have a relationship with the divine, it is easy for me to remember. It is easy for me to experience that love. So where there is love, there is a relationship. Where there's a relationship, there is love. And any relationship, it cannot be without love, right? So it is very important throughout the day. You have to stay connected with the divine through different relationships. You call him a father, you talk to him as a father, you call him a friend, and you talk to your best friend whenever and however, whenever you find time. Simple. Okay. Now, how to have that whole conversation? It is very, very simple. Okay. And that is exactly what we're going to learn today. So, whatever baggage you're carrying, whatever problems you have, you really need to know who is that whole energy or the source. And when I share my problems with him, you'll definitely find a way out. You'll find his presence, you'll experience his presence, you'll feel that he's always with you. And he becomes a shield of protection for you. And he is full of love. His love is going to help us, stay protected, and you'll be very, very comfortable. Okay. So you can use different relationships during the day, like a friend, mother, father, teacher, mentor. And like a mother, okay, when mother puts a kid or the child to sleep, okay, what she does, the kid will play everywhere throughout the day. He'll go to different places. But when he's back in his mother's lap, okay, at night, mother very nicely and very comfortably, she'll ask the kid, where did you go? What all places, what all things you did throughout the day. And the kid very innocently opens up. I did this, I met the, so and so person. We had so and so conversations, I ate this, and everything, whatever he has in his mind. So what happens? He is very, very comfortable in the first place. He's getting that love, that comfort, and he is releasing everything that he has here. And he's getting that energy of pure love. So with the divine also, when we connect, we experience that love, we experience that light, and our whole stress is dissolved. Our whole problems are dissolved. And what we get in return is love, power, peace, and the light. And our whole life is different because we have that constant support with us, a very, very strong support system, which each and every human needs. For my soul, I have a soulmate, and that is no one but the divine. Cool. So today we'll explore it through different relationships, how to have that conversation with the divine. Okay. So whenever you find yourself in a trouble, forget about troubles. It is very important that when I don't have any problem, I still remember him, and I remember him with love. And that is where you'll feel that you have a very good friend, or you have someone whom you can rely on, whom you can have your heart to heart conversations, and you feel very, very good and comfortable. Okay. Now you might find it like something different, something weird. Maybe you haven't done it before. Okay. But let's experience it today. Yes. Are you all with me? Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wonderful. So I remember now, especially when we are in college, we have so many friends with us. That's where we don't feel much need of having or talking to God. What are we talking about? We have so many people. We have so many different social media platforms. Why do I need this? You have this question? ऐसा लग रहा है questions भी मेरे पास ही और answers भी मेरे पास ही है. Yes, you have any questions like this? Anything like this going on in your mind? So anyways, let's move to the next experience. Okay. Now, this is what I'll do. Okay, I am going to put my screen off. Okay, I'm just going to do this commentary, and I want you to not see anything in front of you. Okay, I just want you to explore this whole journey on your own. Okay, जैसे कि if you have some visuals in front of you, okay, I don't want you to connect with something. I just want you to have that whole heart to heart conversation on your own. Okay, so instead of attaching it to some image or seeing me or anything else, okay, let me see if I can put some image on the screen so that it's easy for you to see and locate. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay. So now this exercise that you're going to do today, it is definitely going to help you, because whatever you're thinking, okay, let's say if you're stressed out or if you have some sort of fear deep within, okay, maybe because of that you're having these kind of problems and sensations on your cheeks and all. But if you do this meditation exercise regularly, I'm sure it will definitely help you. Okay, because I remember for me personally also, when before I joined or I got associated with Brahma Kumaris and I learned meditation, even I had a typical problem where my head used to ache from here behind, and I started practicing meditation, and I don't know when it disappeared. So you never know, like how this meditation will help you. Whatever problems you have, like mentally, physically, it works like magic. It works like magic. And very important is, you constantly have that support of the divine. You feel his presence, you feel his love, and it's so grateful, it's so loving, it's so comforting. Okay, so let's move to the next exercise. Okay, I'll put this image on the screen and we continue with the meditation experience. Okay. um,
So we have a question from Navnoor Kaur.
right, I've answered that question.
Okay, fine. So there was a network issue from my side. So
Okay, okay. Anyone else has any other question? Anyone else has got any other question? No, right? Cool.
so there's another question from Satya Reddy. Sir, how to control temper?
Okay. Just a second.
Sure, sir.
Okay, first I'll answer this question. So now whatever exercises we are doing, like day one, the last exercise, day two, last exercise, even today, like what exercises we'll be doing now, all these exercises, when you do it, okay, you'll see that it is definitely going to help you control your anger. Okay, and when you constantly remind yourself that I'm very peaceful, so automatically that whole thought, like when you say that I'm short tempered, or I can't control my temper, is replaced with a thought which is I'm peaceful. Okay. And that's how it, constantly meditation and constantly using this affirmation and practicing this affirmation that I'm very peaceful or I'm a peaceful soul, it will help you. ठीक है, चले आगे. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. So let us sit back, sit straight. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. And as you take a deep breath, look at yourself as a sparkling star, shining bright in the center of your forehead. Spreading white light of peace. And now look at the sparkling star rising above your forehead. And going back to this world of light. In 1 second, I reach that world, the land of peace. I'm full of peace, I'm full of light, very still, very pure and simple. And at far distance, I see there is one star that glows brighter. The star is unique. The star is special. And I see the white, bright light spreading in all directions. And this light is so different. It is very pure. And I'm drawn towards that energy. Look at yourself, I, the sparkling star, moving towards that star in that white, bright light. And slowly, slowly, as I get closer, I see that this is no ordinary light. This is the light of the divine. And as I get closer, this white light flows into me, around me, as if it is embracing me with the light. Feel that white, bright light. This light is holding me close. This light respects me, heals me. Experience that light, which is so beautiful, gentle. It is so kind, so loving, very soothing and purifying. In this white, bright light, I feel like a child lost in the loving embrace of parent, which is most gentle. Two hearts, one mind, one love. And this light enters my heart space. And this sparkling star is saying me, my dear child, you are mine. You're very special, and everything that is mine, it all belongs to you. I'm with you. I'm always there for you. Give all your worries, all your tensions, all your problems to Him. Open your heart and share all your responsibilities with Him. And with very open heart, He's embracing me and happily taking all my responsibilities. And He's assuring me, I'm with you. All that belongs to me is yours. Experiencing that white, bright light. Look at yourself as the sparkling star filled with this divine energy. Coming back to this costume in this world in 1 second. Bring back your awareness, and in your own time, slowly open your eyes. Experiencing that light and divinity. Welcome back. Thank you. Were you all with me? How was your experience? Were you able to have that conversation? Yes. How are you feeling? Now, this is just a simple example of how you can have the conversation with the divine. Now, when we're talking about divine as a father, now every relationship has got its uniqueness, beauty, and it's so different. Like, for example, if I see divine as my father, as a father, he's always there for me, caring, loving, sharing, taking my all responsibilities, and I'm actually fearless, and I feel so protected, right? With a friend, it's different. Like friendship, Hadia, this could be the best meditation experience, to prevent from any negative energy. Uh, Having a conversation like this with the divine, taking your consciousness there, and talking to, opening your heart with the divine, like what we are doing right now. So these are like very simple exercises which you could do. Also, if you find some time, maybe you could connect with our sisters, and they can guide you further. Okay, so that you can make meditation as your regular practice. Okay, so as a friend, our conversation is different. Like as a friend, friend is someone whom you always love to talk. All the secrets, anything, the first person you like to share is with your friend. Friend is most unique relationship where wherever you go, you like to go with your friend. Anything and everything you share with your friend. So having divine as your friend, it's a wonderful relationship that you can have constant. You feel his presence, you talk to him, and you share a lot of your thoughts, and you feel so light, because when you're having conversation like this with the divine, okay, automatically you'll see that all this whole baggage that you're carrying, which is unnecessary, which is not required, all these thoughts just flush out. and you feel so good, you feel so light. So it is more of the heart to heart conversation with different relationships, you know. So if you're comfortable, can we proceed to the next exercise? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we'll do one more meditation exercise and then we move to the Q&A. Okay. So we move to the next exercise now. Okay. Talking to the divine as your friend. Okay. So let us sit back, sit straight, looking at yourself as a point of light, which is shining bright. And from here, you take your attention, your consciousness to that world, that land of peace. Look at yourself in this land, which is full of orange red light, spread at far distance. And I, the sparkling star, is stable, experiencing the stillness, experiencing the light, full of peace.
Yeah.
And I now connect with the divine as a friend, looking at this beautiful star, getting very closer to this light, the golden light, which flows to me from the sparkling star, which is so special. Look at this golden light flowing into me, flowing through and around me. This golden light is bathing, healing, and energizing. It flows into my heart space, making it soft, making it light, and there is joy. I'm full of joy, full of happiness. And I begin a conversation with my friend. We move through life's journey side by side as we face life's challenges. My dear friend, I know you are by my side, and I thank you. I thank you. Whenever I need you, I go into silence, and you always respond with giving signals, giving guidance. How blessed I am that not only I call you my friend, but you make me worthy to call me your friend. And I thank you for this beautiful relationship that I have with you. Look at this golden light, which is so beautiful, purifying me, which is so gentle, so pure, so loving, so comforting. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling protected. If you have anything in your heart that you haven't shared with anyone, any secrets, any worries, any problems, open your heart to your friend and start sharing it with him. He's always with you. In these moments of silence, feel his power. His energy, His love for you. And He says, I love you. Everything will be okay. We are one. We are okay. Lost and absorbed in the love of divine. Experience the deep stillness. And with this, promise your friend that every day, as and when I find time, I will come back to meet you, to share everything and anything that had happened throughout the day. You're my best friend, and I love you. And I thank you for being there for me always. You're very special for me, and I'll always be with you. And you promise me that you'll always be with me. With a beautiful smile, bring your attention back in the center of your forehead, feeling that divine energy in your entire body. Your mind is full of light. Your life is full of happiness, full of joy, full of peace, blessed with a divine connection. Bringing your attention back. Thank you and welcome back. Yes, wonderful. How was it this time? Now, the more you do this drill, okay, like for body, you have, to build your muscles, you do a lot of exercise, physical workouts. So this is also going to be your mental workout. The more you go there, charge yourself and come back, the more you'll feel it is easy for me to go there, connect with the divine, have that conversation, get that energy and come back. So your life will be so different that you just can't imagine like how simple life would be. No complications, full of joy, full of happiness, full of love. It is not just a fairy tale that I'm talking about, but yes, this is a practical life's experience and you feel so good. Life is good. Cool. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask and also share your experience and this whole journey. How was it so far? Over to you, Ananya. Thank you. Let's see if anyone has got any questions. Ananya is not able to unmute.
Thank you, sir. Got the right. So, guys, if there's any question, please drop in the chat box. Guys, do ask your question if you have any.
They're content now. That's fine. One thing that you could definitely practice is whenever you sit for studies, okay, get into the practice of sitting in silence for a few minutes. And after you're done with your reading or your whatever studies you are, engaged with, before and after, have that practice of sitting in silence for at least 1 minute, 2 minutes. Prepare yourself, train your mind that now this is where I want to engage myself. And very important is keeping yourself away from those distractions, especially from this gadget that we use very often. So this is not so useful, especially when we're studying. So you can just keep it away so that you are completely focused. Invite the divine, that sparkling star. Feel that his presence on top of your head. Feel that whole energy. You're constantly bathing in that light. You feel so good. You feel so protected. And program your mind to think that whatever I'm going to study, I'll remember and recollect everything. It is easy. Whichever subject you find difficult, constantly tell yourself, this subject is very, very easy for me. I love this subject. Whatever is difficult, just turn it around. Say this is easy. Start using this language, and automatically you'll feel that the subject which you're finding it so difficult, it just becomes a cakewalk for you. You'll find it very, very easy. Okay. Okay, sir.
So,
Should we real need an inspiration or role model? Now it is up to you. Like, if you think that you need one, yes, you can find one. But if you don't find anyone around, you can be an inspiration for others. Yeah. How to control anger? I guess I have answered this question. Practice meditation very often. Okay. Practice stillness, practice stability. Just observe your thoughts. And very important is, like, if there are n number of thoughts, when you start observing your thoughts, the speed automatically is reduced. And see the space in between two thoughts. Just focus on that space initially. This is very, very initial and simple exercise. The moment you find or practice observing your thoughts and practice that space, observing that space, that is where you'll find that stillness, that is where you'll find that peace. And automatically your anger will, you'll be able to control your anger. Yeah. Anything else you would like to ask?
so I hope that you have got the answer to your question. So, is there anyone who has any other question?
How
So
to
we
remove
have,
negative thoughts that interfere in our goals from our mind, or how to have more optimistic thoughts for our goals? Very good question, Aditya. Now, there are some very interesting books that you can read, okay, to keep yourself focused, okay. One of that, The One Thing by Gary, I forgot his last name. So The One Thing is a wonderful book. Okay, then How to Overcome Procrastination, Eat That Frog. Brian Tracy, you can hear his his classes. There are a lot of interesting webinars and seminars that he has done. So you might like to refer, especially for goal setting. And another practice is to write down your goals every day. Have at least write down 10 goals, and when you start writing goals every day, automatically your all distractions will go away, and you'll be more focused, because every day you're constantly reminding that this is exactly what I want to do. And very important is, of course, you learn this how to set smart goals, but very important is to have that timeline for each and every goal. Make sure it is very, very specific. you know So is it true that we lose energy and our motivation when we speak more? Of course. It's not about motivation, I'm not sure, but of course that energy is energy. If you speak more, of course, if it is irrelevant, you're talking about everyone else, not about you. Okay. इसने ये किया, उसने वो किया. If you're talking more about your past experiences, or you're talking about your future experiences, then it's not worth, right? So trying, focusing more, on the present moment. Okay, being more mindful, and talking what is relevant is something that will help you save your energy. Someone has suggested this book, Atomic Habits. Yes, it is very good book again. what is the best time for meditation? Hadia, meditation के लिए जैसे मैंने उस दिन भी कहा था कि 4 o'clock in the morning, can you wake up? 4 to 4:45 at least. That is the best time for meditation if you ask me. Otherwise, if you ask me what is the best time, I'll say any time is best time. Okay, as long as you're able to channelize your thoughts, you can sit in silence for some time. Yeah. Try a few breathing exercises. Whenever you're comfortable, you can do meditation. Okay, so it is 8 a.m. Oh, you can practice it all time. Yeah. I'm happy with the kind of questions you're asking. I wish we could have done more of Q&A session every day. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to ask? And very important is to have a lot of good wishes and good feelings for others. If you have hatred, if you have ill feelings for others, then you won't be able to do meditation, because we need that positivity, we need that goodness in us, we need that kindness in us, we need to be humble, we need to be very, very sweet. So these are values that we need to inculcate. We need to imbibe all these values, and trust me, these values will take us long way. Not necessary that how many degrees you have in your profile, in your resume, but values is something that you can focus on. Because I have seen, it is my personal experience, it is not about what are the credentials that you have in your list, okay, what are the certifications you do, but it is more about you and your personality that will help you stand out of the crowd. I remember, I'm not bragging about myself, but it is experience of my life where I remember there was one HR in one of the organizations, okay, and they were shortlisting trainers. They were shortlisting trainers, and that was initially when I started my training journey, okay, in the corporates. And that time when I had this one-on-one meeting with him, and it was a very normal meeting where we discussed about what is the program, what are the target audience, and what are their expectations, and how we kind of go about the whole program. So it was a very simple meeting and interaction. And after I think couple of days, we freezed on the content, the program, the whole delivery was done. And after the program, this gentleman, he calls me up and he says that, sir, I would like to share something with you. And I was completely unaware of what this whole conversation was going to be all about. And very innocently, he said, sir, you won't believe, but there were like 10 other profiles along with your profile. And they were, of course, very well experienced than what you are, maybe 20, 25 years experienced, had done PhDs and n number of certifications to their, in the profile, which was, I mean, so much of experience and so many things there already. And he said, but still, I don't know what was so different about you that we thought of you and you doing this whole particular program. And we thought that you could do justice to this program. And that's where it was a lesson for me that it's not about, what we learn in terms of education or in terms of certifications, but it is more about how good you are as a human being, what values you have in you, and what values you're living by, because that is ultimately going to connect you with people, because human being is a social animal, and of course we need to connect with human beings more. We are not machines, but we are human beings, and to connect with humans we need to have these values. These values actually helps us connect with each other, and it can build very strong relationships, especially when we talk about trust, when we talk about cooperation, when we talk about teamwork, we talk about team building, we talk about leadership. What are these all words? These words are nothing but these words are different values that are actually helping us, shaping us, evolve us, become a very good leader. Cool. I guess I'm talking something apart from meditation, and I hope it was okay. So if you have any questions, I'm still there. I mean, else Ananya, you can take over. And I would of course like to thank the entire team of lovely professional university, our divine sisters, Sister Sandira, Sister Radhika, for all their efforts in arranging this whole program and making it more successful. And of course, all my dear participants, my dear students, my dear friends, and Ananya, especially for hosting this whole program so well. And you're so wonderful people. I wish you all the best for your career, and I wish you good luck. I'm sure you'll come out with bright colors and reach the pinnacle of success. Thank you so much for your time, your participation, and I'm so happy and glad that I was able to spend my time with you. Thank you. Over to you, Ananya.
Thanks to you too, sir. And it was a really wonderful experience with you. We got to learn new things. It was a totally new experience for us. And now I would like to invite Sister Sandira for the word of thanks. Ma'am, your mic is mute. Can you please unmute it?
आवाज आ रही है हमारे सबको?
Yes, ma'am, it's better.
ओके। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
सबसे पहले हम सिस्टर रश्मि मित्तल जी का बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करते हैं, जिन्होंने ये वर्कशॉप के लिए हमें इतना अच्छा टाइम दिया, 3 डेज दिए हमें, और हमें उम्मीद है कि सभी स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा। जैसे दत्ता भाई जी ने अभी इतनी अच्छी प्रैक्टिस कराई और इजी टेक्निक मेडिटेशन की सिखाई है, और 3 दिन से सिखा रहे हैं। आज तीसरे दिन हम देख रहे थे, बहुत इजी तरीके से, बहुत सरल तरीके से मेडिटेशन की प्रैक्टिस ये कराई, तो हमें लग रहा है कि सबको बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा और शायद सबको इंटरेस्ट हुआ होगा कि आगे हम मेडिटेशन जरूर करेंगे, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं इस चीज को। जैसे फिजिकल हेल्थ को ठीक रखने के लिए फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज हम करते हैं और हमें रिजल्ट दिखाई देता है कि हमारी बॉडी फिट रहती है, और इसी तरीके से अगर हम मेंटली खुद को ठीक रखना चाहते हैं तो हमें माइंड की भी कोई एक्सरसाइज चाहिए। माइंड की जो एक्सरसाइज है, अभी हमने 3 दिन हमारे बीके दत्ता भाई जी से सीखी है। अभी शॉर्ट में इन्होंने बहुत अच्छे ढंग से ये प्रैक्टिस कराई है। तो मेडिटेशन से हमें बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं, बहुत सारी हमारी ऐसी आदतें होती हैं, हम सब जानते हैं कि जिसके कारण हम खुद तो परेशान रहते हैं, हमारी सारी फैमिली भी डिस्टर्ब रहती है, और हम चाहते हैं इस आदत को छोड़ें और अपनी आदत को हम ठीक करें, तो लेकिन असफल होते हैं हम इस बात में। अगर हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं, मेडिटेशन से हमारे पास वो विल पावर आ जाती है, जिससे हम अपनी पुरानी आदतें, अपनी गलत आदतों को ठीक कर सकते हैं। और मेडिटेशन ही एक ऐसी टेक्निक है जिसमें हमारी लाइफ इजी हो जाती है और लाइफ हमारी बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाती है और शक्तिशाली बनकर के हम अपने कार्य में प्रैक्टिकल रूप में आ जाते हैं। और पीसफुल लाइफ अगर हम चाहते हैं जीना, कि लाइफ में शांति हो, क्योंकि ये तो सबका आज प्रश्न है कि अपने पास सब कुछ है लेकिन शांति नहीं है। सुख और शांति अगर जीवन में चाहते हैं तो उसके लिए मेडिटेशन मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारे लिए। तो अभी हम सौरभ भाई जी का, नितिन भाई जी का भी बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करते हैं कि आपने बहुत अच्छे से सहयोग दिया, स्टूडेंट को मोटिवेट करने के लिए हमारे दत्ता भाई जी को इतना टाइम दिया। और दत्ता भाई जी का हम बहुत ज्यादा दिल से थैंक्स करते हैं कि आपने इतने समय से अपना इतना वैल्यूएबल टाइम सब स्टूडेंट्स के लिए दिया और बहुत अच्छे ढंग से सबको गाइड किया, बहुत अच्छे ढंग से मोटिवेट किया है। और हम दत्ता भाई जी से ये भी आशा करते हैं कि आप अगर अभी तो ऑनलाइन लाइव हम मिल रहे हैं, तो अगर आप प्रैक्टिकली सब स्टूडेंट के सामने आ जाएंगे, और जालंधर में हम आपका मोस्ट वेलकम करते हैं कि आपको निमंत्रण देते हैं, तो अगर आप कभी ऐसे थोड़ा सा टाइम दे दें 1-2 दिन का, तो प्रैक्टिकली स्टूडेंट से मिल सकते हैं और सबको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, और हम सब भी आपसे प्रैक्टिकल में मिलेंगे तो हमें भी बहुत खुशी होगी, और अपने क्लास के स्टूडेंट से भी मिलेंगे। तो इस तरीके से आपने बहुत अच्छे से गाइड किया। और अभी हम सारे स्टूडेंट्स से अनुरोध करते हैं कि अगर आप मेडिटेशन में रुचि रखते हैं, कि हमने देखा बीच में बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो रखते हैं रुचि, इंटरेस्ट है मेडिटेशन के लिए, कि हम मेडिटेशन करें, कि हम लाइफ टाइम मेडिटेशन कर सकें, उसके लिए हमें क्या करना है, ऐसे कुछ प्रश्न भी कर रहे थे बीच में। तो अगर हम मेडिटेशन करना चाहते हैं, अपने जीवन की एक ये मतलब आदत बनाना चाहते हैं, हैबिट बनाना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि हम देखते हैं सुबह से लेके रात तक हमारे माइंड में डिफरेंट टाइप के थॉट क्रिएट होते रहते हैं, जिससे हमारी एनर्जी लॉस तो होती ही है, लेकिन एनर्जी सेव कैसे हो और एनर्जी का स्टॉक कैसे बने, उसके लिए तो एक ही मेडिटेशन की टेक्निक है। तो ये हमारे लिए बहुत ज्यादा नेसेसरी है, और हम इसको अपनी एक आदत बना दें, क्योंकि हम सब तो रेगुलर मेडिटेशन करते हैं, और हमारे दत्ता भाई जी बहुत अच्छे एक्सपीरियंस्ड है इस बात में, और बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है मेडिटेशन का, क्योंकि अगर अपने पास एक्सपीरियंस है तब हम दूसरों को एक्सपीरियंस करा सकते हैं मेडिटेशन का, क्योंकि हमने ये प्रैक्टिकल देखा है। तो हम सारे स्टूडेंट्स को निमंत्रण देते हैं, आप ब्रह्मा कुमारी सेंटर पे आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि ब्रह्मा कुमारी सेंटर पे 7 डेज कोर्स कराया जाता है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। मेडिटेशन की प्रैक्टिकल प्रैक्टिस कराई जाती है, और इसमें थ्योरिकली भी नॉलेज दी जाती है। तो उसके लिए आप ब्रह्मा कुमारी सेंटर हमारा आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ ही है, फगवाड़ा, वहाँ पे भी ब्रह्मा कुमारी सेंटर है, और जलंधर में भी 2-3 सेंटर है। ये हमारा सेंटर मेन सेंटर 407 आदर्श नगर में है। तो अभी चैट बॉक्स में आपको मोबाइल नंबर भी सेंड करेंगे, तो अगर किसी को मेडिटेशन की प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए आना होगा तो आप हमसे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो अगेन हम थैंक्स करते हैं दत्ताबाई जी का, और साथ साथ हमारा निमंत्रण भी आप स्वीकार करेंगे, और रिस्पेक्टेड सिस्टर रश्मि मित्तल जी का बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करेंगे, और सौरभ भाई जी, नितिन भाई जी का भी हम बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करेंगे, हमारी प्यारी राधिका बहन का भी हम बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करते हैं, जिन्होंने इस प्रोग्राम को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए भी मेहनत की है, और सक्सेस हुए हम सब इस प्रोग्राम में, इस प्रोग्राम को सफल बनाया। और दत्ता भाई जी का बहुत बहुत थैंक्स। ओम शांति।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. As rightly said by ma'am, there are centers in Jalandhar and Fagwara as well. So you all can reach out for the 7 days course which is free of cost for the meditation. And thank you so much, sir. On the behalf of Lovely Profession University, I would like to extend a sincere word of thanks to the chief guest, worthy Pro-Chancellor Madam Rashmi Mittal, Mr. B.K. Datta, sir, Sister Sandhira, Sister Radhika, Dr. Saurabh Lakhanpal, sir, Dr. Nitin Bharadwaj, sir, and all the participants who has joined us on today's session, and also everyone who has joined us today on YouTube as well. Thank you, everyone.